This is Color Balance 101. First of all, we're going to start with camera number 1. As you may or not be able to see, the color is way off the white balance. We've not done a white balance. Furthermore, on the scope, you can see that the colors are way off. Red is much higher than green and than blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to manually color balance this camera using these controls: red pedestal, blue pedestal, red gain, blue gain. So what I'm going to do is, you don't have the option of changing the green pedestal except for master. When I say pedestal, I'm dealing with the black levels. I don't know if you'll be able to see when I'm adjusting the pedestal on this black on this microphone gets really crushed. There's no details. The black level should reside along this dotted line here. There's a dotted line, there's my black levels. So right about in there is where that pedestal should reside. Now I have to adjust the red and the blue pedestals to match that. You can see that these reds are way high. So the first thing I need to do is get these red pedestal in line with the blue, with the green. And then I'm going to do the same with the blue. So now I've got my blacks pretty close. Now what I need to deal with is my whites, which is going to be my gains. So we can see that this red gain is way crunched up against 100. Now that I've backed that gain down, it has allowed this red to come up. And what I may need to now do is adjust the overall iris, because if I keep pushing it up, you start seeing the top bright whites of green start crunching, blowing out. You don't want that. This is our widest segment in there. You want it touching 100. So now that I've done that, I can back down this red gain just a bit. And you can see noticeably that the blue is down. If you look at our picture, hard to tell probably, but it's probably a little green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the blue up just a tad. So we get the waveforms. Now, one thing I'm noticing is the red, now that I adjust the master pedestal or the gain iris, is a little crushed. Just going to raise this up just a tad. If you look over here, I don't know if you can tell, but that looks pretty good as far as white. We didn't do an auto white balance, we did a manual white balance. So first of all, we're going to end this video and we'll move on to the other ones, is color balancing camera number 1 and using that as a starting point.